Well, first of all, good morning or good afternoon or good night, wherever you are in the world. It's fantastic what we can achieve these days. I'm very honored and happy to be invited to EU-China Health Summit today. And my talk is about the collaboration between business, healthcare and academia, and how we do that in West Sweden, where I come from. And we do that in order to meet the demands for the future of medicine and healthcare. My name is Charlotta Gummeson, and I'm the CEO for Sahlgrenska Science Park. In Sweden, Sweden ranks as the #1 country in Europe when it comes to infrastructure of innovation. And you can see that number 2 and 3 here are our Nordic countries, Nordic fellows here. So we are working very close with our Nordic countries. So the Nordic region is known to have similar culture and similar ways of doing business and so forth. Oh, sorry. So I will talk a little bit of this and also how we work in Sweden and the Nordics. Sahlgrenska Science Park is part of this success of working with innovation. And here is the picture. In the very core of the way we work in the innovation system in Sweden and in the Nordics is the triple helix model, where we always include the research from the universities or the academia, and the industry, the relevant industry, and in this case, healthcare sector. And I will talk now in particular how we work in West Sweden with 2 projects that we really enforce this way of working, the triple helix model. On the right-hand side on this slide, you see the 6 science parks that we have in West Sweden. West Sweden is the largest region in Sweden, also being regionalized for the longest time. So we are very sorry for this animation here. And these science parks, it's a long tradition to work with the triple helix model from different sectors. And we are meeting on regular basis to discuss what is happening within the different sectors. And what we see now in healthcare is a trend towards working more over the sectors. And I will come to that later as well. One project that the first one I want to talk about is Into Health, we call it. And that's a project where we are really focusing on the essence of the unmet needs within the healthcare sector, and we are then inviting our fellow science parks colleagues, and they then also invite from the academia, the certain industry, and their public sectors in order to focus on these issues and problems. And the process is very clear, and it's iterative, and it's a way of learning all the time. Since the industries are coming from different ways outside the particular, the life science and healthcare that we by tradition is used to work within, the cultures are different of doing business within and also research within different industries. And so it's a clear learning process here. And we always start with a defined area of the need, and the specific need is also elaborated within the healthcare sector. And so we put this on the table, so to say, in a cross collaboration day where we meet, and then we have a clear workshop process, and then trying to find new solutions, trying to find ways of doing things from other sectors which could work on this particular problem. And we have here 3 predefined areas of unmet needs that we have looked upon so far. And these are just 3 examples. And it's, like I said before, this is an iterative process and a learning process. So every day, actually, there are coming new proposals of doing things, of doing this kind of setup, and also trying to find the solutions. And it's very interesting to see totally new competences and areas of expertise entering the traditionally quite siloed life science sector. So this was one project. Another project that we run in a triple helix model in West Sweden is the heart bus, or hjärtbussen as we call it in Swedish. This is a close collaboration between the Sahlgrenska University, University Hospital, and also the University of Gothenburg and AstraZeneca. So the 3 components in the triple helix model are there with academia, the healthcare, and industry. This looks like an ordinary track, but it's not. It's a mobile heart clinic. It's a mobile clinic with the advanced technology equipment and specialized diagnostic tools that are needed for treating and diagnosing, especially diagnosing then heart failure. And as the bus is going, meeting up the patients, it's also conducting a clinical research study in order to better understand heart failure. Heart failure is often underdiagnosed and often very late in the disease progression. Also, we know very little about certain heart failures, so we need to know more. Since there are multiple different specialized diagnostic tools that are needed, these are all many times in different clinics, and it requires a lot of different visits to the hospital for the patients. But with a mobile heart bus, this allows patients like a one-stop shop, so to say, where also this clinic comes to the patients outside the hospital, but it has everything within it then. So we see that it comes getting closer to the patient. And as we saw before here, as AstraZeneca says here, the heart bus will enable us to perform, let's see here, I will take, sorry, to perform in one location 3 procedures needed for a physician to diagnose heart failure, thereby speeding up the delivery of critical data to improve patients' care. So this is another really interesting triple helix project that we run. And what we see is 3 big trends in life science that is really enforcing this way of working, to invite new expertise and to work cross-sector and the new cross collaboration. What we see, the 3 main trends that we are focusing on are the structural factors, where we have the patent expirations, and we see the generic competition, and then with that comes the payer pressure. Also, we see the aging population around the world and much more informed patients. The second one is the science advancements here, focusing more on prevention and prediction rather than health and health rather than treating diseases. This calls for more personalized healthcare, more precision medicine, and a more regenerative approach in science. And also this moves on with a speed of a light, really. So this is really exciting. And the third, the giant cherry on the top that we all are aware of, especially during these times with a pandemic, is the digitalization of the society and science and life as such. So these three trends combined has resulted in a huge interest from other industries getting closer to life science. And we see here ICT and big tech companies that are driven by AI and early trend spotting. They are really now working towards life science and are exploring their own health solutions. And what we also see, companies from automotive, such as Volvo and Geely that we have here in West Sweden, they're also working with their own health solutions in their own products as natural development of the technologies that they already had in place. So industries are looking for multiple uses of their innovation, cross-sector, and the knowledge sharing here is really the key to find the best solutions on the global health challenges that we face. So what we say here, it's not a matter of time or when or if, it's a rather a matter of how to connect these different life science with the different sectors and competences. And that's where a science park setting with a neutral arena, such as we have at Sahlgrenska Science Park, is the key to allow a triple helix collaboration. And what we say here is really that we are working really, I mean, if you're working in China, China is a big market, but working in the Nordic region and particularly in Sweden, then the market is so small. So we really have to think global from start. And we do that in research and in the industry as well. So our motto is very much to think globally and act locally. And that's why I think events such as this EU-China Health Summit is really a key forward. And working in a triple helix setup, this is a way that we really want to share with you here today. So please, I'm happy to answer any questions on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte, for the nice presentation. I like your word, think globally and act locally. We do things based on what we have and now and here, and we provide good things for the world. That's good, and connection.